Coach, obviously playing Kaizer Chiefs, you faced them in the Nedbank Cup in between Orlando Pirates. Just how's the team looking now after a couple of days of training?
Well, first day we're back after Tuesday, so yeah, just did a 45 minutes. I mean, it's a hell of a week, and we're playing these games away, even though they're home games. So we travel again, So didn't do much. Just yeah, bit of let me use all the terminology of regeneration and all that stuff, So we just go and get them, cool them down a little bit, get them up a little bit, and then just go from there.
One reflection of the Chiefs game, people saw that it could have been a different result had you taken chances in the maybe opening 30 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
What do you say to the team? More of the same, but
yeah. Look, I mean, when you don't go, to be fair, I mean, well, I'm trying to be as honest as I can, and if you don't score those 3 chances we have, I mean, there's roll across the face of the goal, hit the post. The goalkeeper goes through his legs, doesn't go over the line. If those go in, you don't have to chase the game. So once you go 2-0, 1-0, 2-0 down, we chase it, you open up a little bit, and then, the scoreline, is obviously doesn't sound good, but if you actually watch a game at 2-0 down, we had 2 great chances again, so you don't score. But you can't, you'd rather do you want a game where we say, look, we're going to sit in here and we're going to stay down and we're not going to go out. But we made the game. If you look at the game, we made the game. We made the tempo in the game, and obviously they turned it over and they've got the quality when they go the other way, So it opens you up, and the pitch gets stretched and the pitch gets big. And once you make the pitch big, you're going to have a problem against players that are not playing in the game, they're going with the game. They don't go with the game, they stay and play, on the turnovers. So it's very difficult, and you get caught like that.
Gav, you've obviously been pointing out that you are thin up front, but now in the space of a week, you announced 2 strikers. Just on Nasir, how's his fitness?
Hasn't played in 2 years, obviously needs to get fit. Hasn't kicked the ball, so it's really, I don't know. We're going to have to see, and obviously we got more time again because now the fixtures have changed the game. So you play on Wednesday, then we don't play for a month again till the end of November. So I mean, it's absolutely crazy. So hopefully we can get somebody fit, to come back. But I don't think it's also about the strikers. I think it's about the construction of players like in certain positions that haven't been available in that, and we can't afford to have one. We can't afford to have 1 or 2 out where, the squads that we play against, they can afford to have 4 or 5 out and change and not look any different,
And Morris obviously started 2 games in
and Morris came, out of nowhere and obviously walking the street and didn't have a job, didn't have a club, and knowing our situation, I said to him, listen, just, and he's been good for 2 games, not playing on 1 leg, So it's unfortunate, but he'll have to go again for us, and then hopefully we can get, some support around him and near him.
Yeah, and with this week, the last couple of days, playing Pirates, Chiefs again, consider it a tough week given the situation?
Yeah, I don't think certainly the teams that we're playing against this week won't have the same week like this, never ever. So, yeah, obviously the fixture list gets put out in a certain way for certain teams, and then the rest of us, we have to fill in. This game was moved from January. I don't know how, but anyway, it's gone, so we've got to move on, We can't complain now, it's in front of us.
Coach, it's a different ball game altogether. I mean, on past weekend you played
Yeah.
It's a league now. But now going into this fixture against Chiefs, do you pay too much reference on the previous game to say what is it that you work on?
Well, you've got to look what you've got available first. We're missing one from that Chiefs game, which was pivotal to how the way we want to play. So he's out. And then we won short there as well. So we're gonna have to try something else. We've got an idea what we're trying to do. We'll work on it tomorrow. We didn't do nothing today on it, so we'll work on it tomorrow and put it into practice, hopefully, and see what we can do.
Cool. Do you become hard on yourself when you look back, or you think, like you were saying, they just were, in terms of turning the possession over and burying the chances? That's what.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think there's a couple of ways you can look at it. You know what I'm saying? You can be say positive, but you're not going to win. The games are not going to be 5-all, which it should have been, or 6-all. You know what I mean? I mean, they had another 2 chances which they should have scored, and we had 6. We counted 6. I mean, talking about 6 big ones. So you can't look at that. You've got to look at the game as a whole, and say to yourself, where were we playing? How did we want to play? What areas do we want to play? And I thought we really did well, but I think we went for it. So yeah, maybe we got to change approach a little bit.
Coach, can you just get some clarity on Nasir? Is it a season-long loan? Have you signed him? And then secondly, just that little word that he might have rolled his ankle at training.
I don't, Lorenz, I don't know. I can't really tell you what the inside, but I think it's on a year sort of loan deal. And obviously, yeah, try and get him fit, I mean, he's had a major problem there. I mean, it was a horrendous tackle on the boy, the Pirates goalkeeper. I mean, go to jail for those type of tackles. But yeah, it's unfortunate, and he's obviously been in and out, and when I think they moved the foreign off their books, So, but it doesn't help us if somebody's not fit to play,
What are the chances you get that Nasir we saw? I think when he made his debut against Chiefs, winning 4-1.
Get that guy.
Get that guy.
Get that guy. Yeah, if we can have that guy. So we know he's. I mean, there's a bit of pace in him, which is what we need. And he can play in a front 3. I think he can play in a front 2. I don't think he can play by himself, but yeah. But he can give us options if he's fit. But it's no good if he's not fit,
On that front 3, noted that this season you've been playing quite a narrow front 3.
Well, because we've got nobody else.
But, so, I mean, people say that you like to play with width.
I love width. I love wingers.
So
I won't tell you a club I went to that had no wingers.
exactly,
I couldn't believe it. Yeah,
I'm trying to find out why.
So I got no wingers. Yeah, we got no wingers. We've lost all our wingers. Jones has been our best winger on the right side. Who's a striker who's been converted there. He's out. I mean, I brought Vincent in not to be really a winger, but he's had to play there because we don't even, we lost Maseko, we lost Sandra Campbell, which are big blows to us because they're wingers. They're my type of player. I know they can be effective in this, and but yeah, I don't have it. So you've got to make a plan. Our next ones underneath are too far away. Our Diski, I mean, they're very good, but they're too far away, right now.
Is that why you're looking at Dolly as well?
Well, Dolly's not a winger anymore. I don't think he can play wing anymore, my honest opinion. So, but I mean, he's training here, and let's see.
Okay. Thank you, Coach.